Our first company for today is icetana AI, trading under the ASX code ICE with a market capitalization of around $6 million. Icetana builds AI software to help security teams keep people and property safe across large-scale CCTV networks. Presenting for the company today, we have CEO Kevin Brown. Kevin, please take it away.
Thanks, Peter. Next slide, please. Maybe by the regulatory. Next, keep going. Okay, that's a good place to start. icetana AI focuses on finding interesting or unusual events in real time. This is an idea about the team, and we've got a wonderful board of directors. Our executive team has recently, a new addition has been Sean Clark, who brings expertise in enterprise sales that we needed to strengthen. It may be worthwhile pointing out that a lot of our executive and leadership team were part of the core growth team at VGW. So we've got Matt James as our CTO. He was also the CTO at VGW. Sarah and Anna are also part of the growth leadership team from VGW. But we're headquartered in Australia, and we have regional teams dotted around the world. We'll chat more about that later. Next slide, please. Look, it's our overall vision to build AI to make our world better, that we enjoy using our geeky powers for good. Our current mission is to keep people safe with AI, and that aligns well with the product that we're building. We have 75 customer sites, and we have just under 17,000 cameras under SaaS licensing at the moment. And just to give you an idea of scale, that looks like our AI reviews 2.8 million hours of video footage every week. So it's a large problem that we're solving. We've got 18 staff. Next slide, please. So just the last quarter that we had 102% net retention. This was a function of some of our existing customers upgrading the AI software. We've got a new product. We've got a few new products out, but there was a legacy product, and we had some customers that moved from the old product to the new product and upgraded both the number of cameras and the licensing. Cash balance 1.5 million, no debt, and it's worth pointing out that the last quarter was our largest quarter-on-quarter growth, I think, in 2 years. And over the last 3 years, we've doubled our ARR. So we're on the right track. Next slide, please. Look, the challenge that we face, that our customers face, is just being overwhelmed by data. And just to give you an idea, our largest customer has 8,000 cameras that are AI monitors, and that within 5 hours, those 8,000 cameras produce more video footage than the entire Netflix catalog. So there's a lot of data, and their customers. Our largest customer maintains that without icetana's AI, they would need to employ 80 staff to cover the cameras in real time. Next slide, please. So the way that icetana works is it's self-learning, which is one of our unique selling points. We switch the AI on. It learns what normal looks like, and within 24 hours, it's adding value to our customers. So there's no need to configure any of the cameras. This is material when you're talking about large-scale surveillance networks. If you have 8,000 cameras and you need to maintain and configure them, then that's a job that's never going to end. So the AI really picks up the heavy lifting from, say, the IT team to configure these cameras. We also focus on real-time event detection. So it's important that when events happen, that we bring it in front of the security teams immediately. And The area where we specialize in is scalability. So the fact that we're self-learning, no configuration, and we have operational expertise in scaling and rolling out our products. To give you an example, we rolled out 6,000 cameras in around 6 weeks. The product's built for scale. Our operations are supportive of scale. So this is an area of strength. Next slide, please. The total addressable market for video surveillance is large at the moment. Just given where our 17,000 cameras under license looks. At the moment, there's way over 1 billion CCTV cameras in the world, and this is projected to grow to over 6 billion in 2030. So the number of cameras is increasing. We have, for example, some real specific restricted resources, and say we've got partners in Japan where they're struggling to find security teams. So leaning on technology to manage the larger cameras is something that we believe will continue to grow. Next slide, please. This is the backbone of our value for customers, and we focus on autonomous security. So icetana currently with icetana, security operators can now handle around between 250 and 500 cameras in real time. So they can monitor lots more cameras with icetana's autonomous security AI. Autonomous security is a bit like autonomous driving. At the moment, you can't fall asleep in your car or read a book, but it will help you stay in the lanes. But with the advances in GPT technology, we are expecting massive increases. Actually, right in the lab just now, we're seeing a 10x improvement on even where we're at the moment. So we're expecting within the next 6 months or so to move from 500 cameras per operator to 2,500 cameras per operator. And with advances around AI agents, we expect to push this closer to infinity, where there's a closed loop autonomous security system. Next slide, please. This is an idea of the market landscape. icetana started in the high volume cameras, long sales cycle. My role here has been to replace a legacy product with a contemporary one, so that we could maintain and grow our existing customer base in the Middle East. So we're currently in the top right quadrant just now. Our expertise is in mall management, military police, hotels and resorts. There are long sales cycles here, and we focus purely on the Middle East at the moment, but we're getting organic pull towards North America. So there are remote guarding services there that say, we got a lead in recently that had 5,000 cameras from a remote guarding service in New York that was streaming to the Philippines for remote security. And these are the types of things that we can add value instantly with. So the sales cycles on the remote guarding services are more compressed, closer to 3 to 6 months. So our intention is to move from this long sales cycle quadrant into the shorter sales cycle quadrant, and in time move into the small to medium businesses where we can handle the smaller camera counts and have an even shorter sales cycle. So this is an idea of the market landscape. Next slide, please. So this gives you an idea about the journey that certainly I've been on here. That we rebuilt the new product. The original product was built probably about 10 years ago. And in AI terms, 10 years is more like 100 years in terms of the technological advances. So at times often we had to rely on new technology evolving and emerging so that we could achieve the goals that we set out to achieve. So we've been quite fortunate in seeing the massive acceleration from AI. And last financial year, we raised $2.2 million to strengthen the sales team in the Middle East and to continue to sell the products and extend the products. And we've done that. We're starting to see the green shoots of growth there. And now in the financial year ahead, we're starting to focus on servicing the organic demand that's coming in from the US. And so we're getting some interest there. And we've got a part-time sales resource there at the moment who's organically looking after the leads in the same time zone, and that's looking quite encouraging. And we're chatting just now about putting some more support to face the US remote gardening market. Beyond financial year 26, we're looking at putting more resources in North America in particular. And there are things that we're doing for our product in preparation for that. Things like building and gun. We've got gun detection now, and so we've got the product just now for the US market, and our current focus is on the go to market in these places. And we will continue to strengthen our presence in the Middle East and expand. We're also expanding organically across APAC and the rest of the world. Next slide, please. Look, we believe that icetana is underrated at the moment. The icetana brand has been around for a while, but the current team, the current product, the current go-to-market is new. And so at the moment, we believe that the 3.2 multiples are, definitely lower than a straightforward SaaS business. And the multiples that we're seeing in the AI security niche, they've been much, much higher. So we believe that we are at the beginning of a growth phase, and we're looking. We believe that right now the stock is underrated. Next slide, please. Look, if we have any questions, then please let me answer them just now. But if we don't, then please contact me directly if you'd like to know more about our growth plans or our business. Thank you,
Kevin. Thank you. We definitely do have some questions. So the first one is in relation to your quarterly that has just come out. You guys recorded an annualized recurring revenue, or ARR, of 102%. But can you explain to us what you believe the reasoning is behind this?
Yeah, so this was strong retention in the new products. When our customers, we've had customers that have invested in the previous product and their security systems rely on it. So I mentioned one of our large customers, but this 102% was down to, I think, maybe 2 or 3 customers. One of them was a university in Canada who upgraded from the old product, added the new product and extended the number of cameras and licenses. And the other one was, I believe it was a casino in Asia that went from the previous product and again upgraded to the new product and then added more licenses and more cameras.
Okay, and you guys have also mentioned that you've raised $2.2 million. What do you intend to do with these funds?
Well, the $2.2 million we raised was so that we could build out the team in the Middle East. Like we hired to experience. Actually, I hired a chief revenue officer to run the global sales out of Western Australia, and we put two sales leaders, one in UAE, actually 2 in UAE to focus on direct sales and partner sales. So we've replaced the product. We're replacing and upgrading the sales team, let's say. That's what we raised the money for. That's what we've done, and we're already seeing the fruits of that investment.
And a bit of a macro question for you. Have the current geopolitical tensions, Israel, Hamas, Ukraine, and Russia, what has that done for icetana's technology with military applications?
Okay, so the first one, the war in Ukraine meant that we had to part company with a Russian R&D team that we had. So the timing was right for us. Like we had knocked the risk out the tech by that point. And the tensions in the Middle East, for example, we've got a lot of prospective customers around the Middle East emerging markets. And we've got a few big deals that are hovering around from Baghdad and Jordan. We often in the Middle East have a preference for customers because the normal incumbent for video AI are Israeli. And often the prospective customers prefer dealing with the Australian AI providers rather than Israeli. But like we also Israeli customers, so it does affect us, but not a lot.
And just looking at your competitors, do you have any competitors in this space? Obviously, icetana's technology is quite specific, but do you have any competitors, and can you talk on these?
Yeah, we've got in the US, for example, we've got some pretty large competitors. We've got Ambient AI. These guys raised like $54 million US. We've got Spot AI. These guys raised, I think, $90 million. I know these guys. So the Spot AI raised $60 million. They've got 60,000 cameras under license. So we're getting we're getting more cameras per license for the capital invested for sure. Than these guys. And in the Middle East, we've got competitors in BriefCam and Milestone. But as I said, we seem to be getting the deals off of the BriefCam guys there. But we've got competitors in the Middle East. Ipsotech, I think they're a British AI company, but we bump up against these guys. There are things that they're better at, things that we're better at. But most of the real time and the real time element to our software and the self-learning side means that customers who have large scale networks, they come to us because we specialize in that as a niche. So we do have competition.
Okay, so that's your specialty. But just looking ahead to the next 6 to 12 months, what key news flow can we expect?
Well, I'm expecting more news around growth in remote guarding services in the US. I'm expecting some of the deals that are coming to fruition in the Middle East and emerging markets to come through. So especially in Millipol and mall management. So I'm expecting to see more of the fruits of the investment in our go-to-market, and to convert some of the organic signal we're getting from the US markets also.
Kevin, thank you so much for your time today. Have a great weekend.
No problem. Thank you, Peter.